So, even for people who have come from dynastic wealth, I would say it's really tough to be prepared for the inheritance process, and it usually is a surprise. Nobody plans to die on a specific day, they don't put it in their calendar. You might get a death that's on, a hospital bed after the course of a week when things aren't really looking very good, but that doesn't always happen. And sometimes it's just sudden. And in my case, it was sudden. So, what does this really mean? It means that inheritance is a ticking time bomb. It's something that is waiting in the background for a lot of people. And one day it's just going to happen. And it's not something I think to worry about. Not, obviously spend time with your family and have a good time while you can. But the point of what I'm saying is it's going to be a surprise. One day you're going to wake up, you're going to get the news, and it's going to take over the next few years, especially if you have a big inheritance or something complicated, you've got multiple properties or something like that. It's going to be serious. And it might feel extremely distracting, or it might take over some aspects of your life, and maybe you really don't want it to. Maybe you're busy with your career or with your family. Like, there's any number of reasons to not want to be doing the inheritance process, the estate process. But nevertheless, it's probably your duty. It's probably in your best interest as well to get through it. And I'm saying that I see you and support you in whatever it is that you're dealing with, because, man, inheritors have it tough. And I think that being mentally prepared for it lasting a long time helped me a lot. So I was surprised, but I wanted to get it done as fast as possible. I wanted it to be over, within a few months. And man, it was not over in a few months. It wasn't even over in a couple of years. There were some things that, and it's not a failing on that person. It wasn't a failing on my part. There's a lot of stuff that's just dependent on other people. You email somebody, it takes them a couple days, and you send out something in the mail, it takes a week or two, and so on and so forth. And, you got a couple of years of tax filings or whatever. I mean, some things just take time, and estates are one of those things. So I think mentally preparing yourself for the long haul, even though it's not something you asked for, it's not something you wanted, I think mentally just getting ready that this is something that, it's going to be incumbent, if you want a good future for your estate, to deal with it responsibly. And it's a really tough process, man. It's hard. So if you're dealing with it, if you're going through it, good luck to you. Part of the reason this channel exists is to support people who are going through the inheritance process and a lot of the complex emotional stuff, a lot of the technical stuff as well. There's going to be technical videos as well if you're interested in that. But the point of this video is to illuminate that it's going to be a surprise, almost certainly. And when it happens, you got to be ready to be in it for the long haul. And that means not stressing out every single day of your waking life, worrying about the estate. You're probably not going to finish it. Like I said, you're not going to finish it in a week. You're not going to finish it in a month. You're probably not going to finish it in a year. So you might as well spread that out. It's going to be a marathon. It's not a sprint. And I think if you go into it thinking like it's a sprint, like I did, for me, that really didn't work. I burned out at least once or twice during the estate process. And guess what? I still had to continue going because there was stuff that needed to be done. And I think if I had to go back and do it again, do it differently, I think I would just mentally prepare for a long haul. So good luck in your long haul. I'm sorry for your loss. I am. I think that, when people told me that, I usually get pretty annoyed, but I mean well by it. I do. And I understand some of the things that you might be feeling. So good luck. And that's what I've got for this video. The last thing is disclaimer. Everything in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes. This is not financial advice. Please do your own research and seek out advice for your specific situation with professionals in your area. All right. Have a good one. Bye-bye.